What's up, peeps, and welcome back to another video. My name is Games Right, and get ready to strap yourselves in and blast off into this one, because this is top 10 best magic tricks ever. Number 10, swallowing a jackhammer. Now, most people would just leave their throats, alone and just carry on with their day, but white people are crazy. I would know. Here's a magician, Thomas Blackthorne, as he's performing on the German television show Clever, Die Show, Die Wissenschaft. Usually, people would be impressed with a man capable of swallowing an entire sword unscathed, but Thomas would like to one-up that by performing the same act with the working jackhammer, and he does so with ease. Number 9, Metamorphosis. This one is an oldie, but still a goldie. First performed by Houdini, we have the Metamorphosis illusion. In this case, performed by Ron Saylor, where the magician attempts to swallow with an assistant while being locked in a box below where they're standing. Covered by curtain, the magician and assistant are both only a small amount of time to perform the trick. You have to be crafty and fast in order to pull this one off. Number 8, walking on water. Next is British illusionist Stephen Frayne, also known as Dynamo. He was among the first of many to perform the trick of walking on water. Doing so right in from the Houses of Parliament in England, Dynamo gathered quite the crowd. This act was actually performed through the use of thin frames of plexiglass anchored through the entire riverbank. That didn't go exactly the way he wanted it to because it kind of got the attention of some authorities, so yeah. Number 7, pulling someone's teeth. After watching this magic trick, I definitely know who I'm going to go to get my wisdom teeth pulled out. Coming up is popular magician and illusionist David Blaine as he performs his teeth missing trick. With the help of a random audience member, or so we thought, he pulls her front teeth after she checks in between the gap and they're gone. Blaine sneezes them back into place afterwards. Maybe this act was staged, but the fact that the girl's teeth just appear out of nowhere is a little bit all too real for me. Number 6, cup and ball.
And the only time you should worry is if I sneak it into my left hand. If the ball's in my left hand, it's in my left hand. If it's not in my hand, it's under the cup. If it's under the cup, it's not in my hand at all. If it's in that hand, it can be in that. If it's in that, it can be up there. If it's up there, it can be down there. If it's in the pocket at the same time, it can be up there at the same time, it's on the cup.
This is one trick every audience will love, as it requires the magician to be fast, engaging, and entertaining. Performed by Paul Daniels, thought to be one of the best of his time, he uses a cup and ball to perform the trick as his audience does their best to follow along. Cup and ball tricks are definitely one of the oldest in the books, and I commemorate him. He did good. Number 5, double bullet trick. Continuing, we have magicians and the legends, Penn and Teller, as they perform a double bullet trick. This is a conjuring illusion, whereas two magicians will have fired a bullet into each other's mouths, catching the bullet with their teeth. A lot goes into this trick to prove its legitimacy, from audience members marking the bullets and loading the guns themselves, to experts claiming the legitimacy of the performance. Number 4, sawed in half. Considered to be one of the greatest magicians of our time, we have David Copperfield at number 4 as he saws himself straight in half. The trick is first performed as an escape trick gone wrong, tricking the audience thinking he failed. How gruesome. Still visible and living, David's assistant then pulls him apart to show that he is indeed two people. Following, he puts a large clock in reverse over themselves, making it seem as if he's going back in time before getting sawed in half. Finally, he emerges from the box completely fine. Number 3, frozen in time. Here again we have David Blaine with his stunt Frozen in Time, performed on November 27, 2000 in Times Square, New York City. Blaine is placed in a massive block of ice for 63 hours and 42 minutes. Blaine was supplied a tube for air and for water, and another for when he had to, urinate. Once the stunt was completed, he was removed from the ice with saws and was immediately transported to a hospital as doctors feared he'd go into shock immediately. In a documentary, David said it took about a month before he could walk again. On a sad note, Blaine's record was soon broken and stumped by some Israeli performer. Number 2, making the Statue of Liberty disappear. Who could possibly make the Statue of Liberty disappear? Why, David Copperfield, of course. Performed live on television in 1983, Copperfield raises a giant curtain around Liberty Island and lowers it just a few seconds later to reveal that Lady Liberty has vanished into thin air, and just the circle of lights have remained. An aerial view is provided by a helicopter, and to go even further, Copperfield passes 2 searchlights through where the statue would be to prove nothing was there. Ooh, magic. And finally, number 1, Portal. Now at number 1 we have Portal, which is performed by, you probably guessed it, David Copperfield. Many would say this is the greatest trick ever performed, making its way to the top of our list. During the act, David goes to great lengths to prove to his audience that this is very real. Pulling an audience member with him, David teleports to Hawaii with a signed photo from activities which happened during his performance and an audience member's signed initials on his arm. concludes top 10 best magic tricks ever. If you've been mind boggled and also enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment,